morning. You understand? Welcome to Cowboys Combo. What's happening with your HTM Sports?
Man, living righteous, my boy. What you got going?
Man, you already know, man. It is playoff super wildcard weekend. You understand? We get to watch some playoff football today. You understand?
Amen.
We get to watch some playoff football. Even though it ain't the real deal yet, it still is a good supplement. You know what I'm saying? Until we get the real deal. You feel me? I ain't mad at all. But
Hey, I ain't tripping.
yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that like and share, man. Let them know we out here drunk trapping on a Saturday. Let's go.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Hey, everybody run up them likes, man. Run up them shares. Hey, let your content creators know that you care. And we live on the air, man. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Shout out to all my people, right? Yes, sir. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Miss Ella Lockhart, Mitchell Adams, Miss Regina Green with the green. Jarvis Wright in the building. Who else? Willie T, Joe Tranchina, Jordan Fernandez. Let me know if I butchered your name or not. Let your boy know I'm working on it. You understand? I speak broken English. Shout out to Jeremy Silas, John Cofield, Skeptical Fan in the building. What's happening? Always
John
sliding
Jones.
in scheme. Shout out to John Jones as well, man. Shout out to all your people over there here. Call them out.
Indeed. Hey, man. Yeah, you already did a good job for me, man. Miss Regina Green, Miss Etta Lockhart, Mr. Michael Lockhart helping us practice manifestation. Joe Chanchina, he just said he's gonna slap 50 Packer fans. Demetrius Adams sliding through with the 6 shot glasses. Jordy Fuentes tapping in, showing love. Jeremy Silas was good with you. Skeptical Fan was good with you. John Jones, Cowboy Thanos finna snap the Packers out of existence. What's good with you, my boy?
What's happening? Shout out to Charlie Jones sliding in for the win. Them members. Hey, I appreciate all the new members in the building, man. We will be having some content coming real soon, man. Shout out to Tricks in the building. Alright, you know, first and foremost over here, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Hey, we drunk trapping on a Saturday. Let's get it.
Yeah.
It's playoff time, man. Hit that like and share. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey. And we just get K and they just send away. Hey. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just get K and they just send away. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Go.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. I probably average your career high. We the one they hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' f*** a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way a ball man, rockin' all this ball man, street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. And we just get K and they just send away. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Cause we just get K and they just send away.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us through a phone, but I promise you, we drunk trapping on Super Wild Card Weekend.
Trap.
Let's get it.
Trap.
What's happening, man? What's going on with you, Mr. HTM Sports?
Man, hey, I'm feeling good this morning, man. One more day to the Dallas Cowboys destroyed the Green Bay Packers, and we got playoff football today, man. So what more can I ask for, on the Lord's good Saturday, man? What more can I ask for?
Absolutely, man. You can't ask for nothing better than that, man. Hey, And then, like we said, it was some breaking news. That was breaking news you had here, or that was just something we heard about already, about the game, Buffalo game.
Yeah, for anybody that is curious, if y'all got y'all tickets in, you wonder what the hell going on, the Buffalo Steelers game has been postponed. That mug was supposed to be tomorrow. They actually have postponed that game until Monday. So there will be a double header Monday. It will be, the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then of course the raggedy Philadelphia Eagles will be getting their ass towed up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on that same day. So there will be a double header on Monday now. Winter storms forced them to move the game back a day. Really don't understand why they didn't do the same thing for the Kansas City Dolphins game, but they're the ones in negative 28-degree weather. But I digress. Lee trying to save Buffalo yet again.
Exactly, man. You already know they got to look out for they hope. The you know what. You know what I'm saying? You already know they got to look out for their boy, Josh Allen.
Hold on.
They changed rules for that young man. Well,
and they still be getting their head bust in. But hey, I gotta stop the show whenever Numb Hand Neil comes in. Quite a nefarious name that you have picked up. I wonder where that came from. But he said, "What's up, gents?" He done slapped up 194 Packer fans before stopping in. Hey, he always be doing the Lord's work. They the op of the week. They the next one to get put in the pack. So Numb Hand Neil out here representing for the Cowboy Nation, banging extra hard on a Saturday, man. Salute to you.
Absolutely, man. He, like you said, he doing the Lord's work, man. This is what we need out here. We need that type of energy, man. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically, now. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
metaphorically.
Man,
unless you gonna do it.
Unless you gonna do it. Y'all already know how we getting down, man. But we got a few things we want to talk about, man. Was that a bird or a plane, Hen? Do you know? I don't know. Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's Superman.
There is news, of course. That's what it is. Shout out to everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? Trap topics of the day, you already know. We got Todd Archer says Vice President of Player Personnel Will McClay will remain with the Cowboys. Per a source, he will not, I repeat, he will not interview with other teams. Washington and Los Angeles Chargers has sought out permission to meet with Will McClay. He is very happy with being here, the source said. So, Mr. H.T. Young, what are your thoughts on that, man? Because I'm ecstatic. I'm elated. I'll say that. What you think about that?
Man, disaster averted. Thank God Almighty that he put it on Will McClay's heart to want to stay in Dallas. And man, listen, the Dallas Cowboys have 9 All-Pros this season. 9. How many of them did Will McClay draft? He drafted CeeDee Lamb. He drafted the run plan. He drafted Tyler Smith. He drafted he found Brandon Aubrey, right? Dak Prescott put in a word for him, but they already were in tune who Brandon Aubrey was. They found all these all pros. He is really responsible for putting a majority of this team together. Now he took over in 2017, when he was really the big dog in the player personnel department, being the GM without the title, was 2017, the year after Dak and the year after Zeke. There's a bunch of damn good players that we found in the draft thanks to Will McClay. Right, he drafted Trayvon Diggs. He drafted Osa Odigizua. He drafted CeeDee Lamb, as I mentioned before. He found Tyler Biadasz in the 4th round. I know he's not the world's greatest center, but he found you a starter quality center in the 4th round. He found you Jake Ferguson in the 4th round. I know he's gone, but he found you Dalton Schultz in the 4th round. So all these sneaky good moves in the draft, drafting these guys, developing them, developing into starters and Pro Bowlers and All Pro. You can lay that at the feet of Will McClay.
Absolutely.
So thank God he's here, and I'm happy about that, man. Because when you have good teams, guys want to pay your people. So you got to either keep paying folks or you got to keep finding folks. And due to him, we're able to do that.
Yeah, man, you just hit on almost all the points. So you went crazy with that, man. Shout out to
trap.
All I gotta say is, I agree because he's been phenomenal as the head of player personnel, man. We got one of the better rosters in football year in and year out, thanks to Mr. Will McClay. And we're not gonna say he gets all the credit, but I guarantee you a majority of that stuff comes across his desk before it happens. And you know what I'm saying? We know he's the pseudo GM. So which one you gonna give him credit for? You know what I'm saying? You gonna give him credit for GMing or player personnel? Because he's doing something back there and it's working out pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So, and we see from his track record since 2017, right here? Since 2017?
Yes.
He's
2017 is the year that he came in.
Outside of that first year, he's had a great run. You know what I'm saying? We rarely miss on draft picks. And this year wasn't the best as far as the rookies that we had, but at the same time, man, you can't go 100%. You know what I'm saying? You will mess up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we already know you can't evaluate drafts on that first year. We just spoil. We just expect our stuff to be microwaved. Most people know in most teams, you evaluate a draft class 3-4 years down the line, not year one. So that's the special thing about Will McClay. He got us so spoiled that we expect an instant impact from our rookies. You know what I'm saying? This year is an anomaly under Will McClay because he usually have us cooking far as the rookies go. And I honestly think Overshawn would have still cooked. So, you know what I'm saying? He got hurt, but we don't know. We still might have would have had an impact rookie this year. So, man, shout out to Will McClay. Shout out to Jared Jones for writing that blank check that we discussed. He said he will not let him go anywhere.
Trap.
Not nowhere.
Trap.
We can give Jared props on that, man. Well, we give the front office a hard time. But, hey, when they making moves like that, when they, just like Dan Quinn, we can say what we want about the front office. I believe it was miracle work for them to retain Dan Quinn for as long as they have already. So we just got to put that proper respect on the front office. That's a rare sighting over here. You might see some UFOs going by. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do that, HTM. So, hey, when it's time to give them credit, I got to be fair. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's very true, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. And listen, man, even in some of the drafts that we're not too happy about, like 2017, did we not draft Jordan Lewis in that draft? Was Jordan Lewis not a 2017 baby?
Mm-hmm.
And he's still on this team starting, making an impact, forcing fumbles, getting picks, being a locker room leader. Listen, in every draft that we've had so far, we've had at least one person to come in and be impactful for the Dallas Cowboys. 2018 draft, his second draft as the guy. Leighton Vander Esch, say what you want about him, he was an All-Pro, right? He was an All-Pro. We found an All-Pro at a super small school. We got Michael Gallup in the draft. He was a very good option for the Dallas Cowboys for several seasons. We got Connor Williams, who went on to be a good starting center. Not here, but he went on to be a good starting center in the NFL. So his track record, even for the guys who are no longer in Dallas, is impeccable.
Ridiculous. So he's just cooking, man. So hey, I think we need to give him his flowers, man. We should be ecstatic that he's still gonna be a Cowboy. But let's continue. Hold on.
Continue.
Doing next. Okay, wait a minute.
And yeah, I saw that AJ Brown was out. Most of us knew that probably would have happened. He had a knee sprain. You don't just come back from that. I know he wants to play, but some things your body is not physically able to recover from in such a short time.
What we say, it's a difference between being hurt and being injured. You know what
he's
I'm saying?
injured.
He sounds like he's injured. Shout out to Brandon Laurie on Twitter. It says the Cowboys lead the league in most players named to the 2023 AP All-Pro teams. Top 5, Dallas Cowboys 9, San Francisco 49ers 7, Baltimore Ravens 6, Detroit Lions 5. Do you think, I got my antennas up. I got my tinfoil hat on, man. You got to watch these dudes. Do do you think they trying to like, make up for the lack of big awards they tried to give us? You know what I'm saying? Because like we know Dak's supposed to win the MVP. Deron Bland probably should have won defensive MVP. If you think about what he did, you know what I'm saying? So like, what do you think about that? Do you think they trying to supplement like, okay, we're not going to give you what you really deserve, but you can't say we didn't give you no credit at all, so we'll give you some All-Pros. How you feel about that, man? You think they being underhanded, nefarious or something?
I really just think the Dallas Cowboys players have been so amazing that they can't snub them. You know what I mean? So, like if you look around the league, can you say there's really a better kicker right now that performed better than Brandon Aubrey?
No.
You can't. Can you say there's a better guard in the NFL than Tyler Smith? Because I thought Tyler Smith should have been first team over Zach.
Fact.
But either way, name recognition, you give it to Zach Martin. That's fine. Tyler Smith still deserving of that All Pro. You already mentioned that Dak Prescott should have been league MVP. That didn't fall into his favor. But it's hard not to be an All Pro and you lead all quarterbacks in passing touchdowns, right? Without even getting double-digit interceptions. So I just think the Dallas Cowboys as a whole, they've been so dominant, at their positions. Like, I just think that they had to get them All Pro. Now listen, they still denied them what they were deserving of, right? I don't feel like Deron Bland is going to get MVP. Usually, edge rushers win defensive player of the year. So just by rule, he probably won't get it. We already know that Dak Prescott won't get MVP. Is I don't think it ever happened with a second All Pro quarterback won the actual MVP award. So Michael Parsons show ain't gonna win it. He was second team All Pro. So they still snubbed some of our players. It's just they were too dominant not to give them some kind of All Pro nod. You know what I'm talking about?
I agree. I think it's like you said, it was just so blatant. Our impact was so in their face that you can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? You'll have people marching the streets after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all better get right. You'll have us marching in Dallas if y'all don't give our players they just do. And like I say, man, I hate that I have to say that so much, but man, you gotta give your players what they deserve, bro. Every man deserves what he earned. And if our players earning this type of stuff, man, they need to get they just do. And that's just my take on it. And, we know it's going to be discrimination when you got that star on your head. It's just going to be discrimination because people say that we get too much recognition, and then on the flip side, they say, hey, well, maybe they ain't as good, and they try to overcompensate for the hype that we get. You know what I'm saying? But the players who are deserving, they still suffer. You get what I'm saying? If the players who deserving gonna suffer, and then you try to deny the players who on that fringe type of route, you just screwing over the whole team at that point. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, he don't really deserve it. He might deserve it, but we ain't gonna give him all the props because he just a Cowboy. So like they just come up with ways to discredit this football team. They getting real creative with it. But like you said, the impact and the seasons that they put together was just undeniable. You couldn't do nothing about it, man. You just couldn't do nothing about it. But let's continue.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the original people said who they got as defensive player of the year. They ain't announced it yet, but Myles Garrett is the favorite.
Yeah, and I think they was voting Crosby over him too. So we'll see how
I know for
out.
a fact that Michael Parsons wasn't first team All Pro, so it doesn't matter. Like I got an issue with that, but
Yeah, this one of your slides right here. You want to take this one here?
Let me see, because yeah. So through the power of simple algebra, because you can break the numbers down, right? You can do the math and figure out how everybody voted, because they announced the first team All Pro votes at the quarterback position. Somehow Lamar Jackson got 45 of 50 first place All Pro votes, meaning he's probably gonna have 45 of the 50 MVP votes because the same people vote. But anyway, it went Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott with 2, Brock Purdy with 2, and then some random dick rider gave Josh Allen a first place MVP vote, despite the fact of him having 22 turnovers. Now, second team all pro votes, Dak Prescott was dominant. 26 for Dak Prescott, they led the way. 16 for Brock Purdy, 4 for Lamar Jackson, and then what's that? 4 for Allen.
Yep.
So yeah, man.
Team, I ain't mad at it, but yeah, man. If that's not a proper representation of the discrimination that they have against the Cowboys, I don't know what it is. Cause like, even if you know, have some problems seeing, you can't see that Lamar Jackson was that many points above Dak Prescott in the MVP vote. Like, bro, it's no way. It's no way. They going off name recognition. They going off reputation, but they're not going off what they supposed to be going off of here, and which is this year's production, this year's impact on the team. So how is Lamar Jackson 45 points up? Like, my God, this man got 43 more points than Dak did, and his numbers don't say so? What is this? Man. What is this?
It's crazy, because think about it. Even if you wanted to push Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott, it should still be close, like in the 20s. It should be like 25 Lamar Jackson, 23 Dak Prescott or something for the first place.
That's my sentiments exactly. You took the words out of my mouth, bro. That's exactly what I mean. Like, how could it be a blowout when it really shouldn't even be him in the league? Like, what are y'all watching? Like, that right there let me know that it's straight bias. It's straight Cowboy hate. It's straight reputation. It's straight basuda takes from all of these people that's in the mainstream media. And we sit up here and listen to them and give them views and give them clicks. See, that's unacceptable. You're going to crap on my team all year, and then we're going to make your checkbook fat. Hey, we got to stop that. We got to stop that. Trap. We letting these boys eat good and crap on our team. We can't let them have it both ways, bro.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We got to pick a poison, man. We got to pick a struggle. Yeah. Like either we're gonna watch this shit or we gonna boycott this shit. But at the same time, like if they talking crazy about the Dallas Cowboys, we cannot give them no clicks and views, because that's the only reason they do it. Half these folks don't even believe half the shit they say about the Dallas Cowboys. Man. They just know it's gonna rile us up. We're gonna be up in arms, and we're gonna be all up underneath their comments, talking crazy, sharing it, telling our cousins and brothers, man, look at this bullshit. That's exactly what they want from us, man. Yep. So we can't fall for the trap. We can't take the cheese.
Man, I wish I would have knew that they had these people right here voting for the All-Pro MVP.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it.
This is the people who vote. You see Dan on loud back there?
Shout but shout it.
He goofy, man. He drooling.
You see RG3 back there, man. You see Richard Sherman back there, man. They doing us dirty, man. They doing us
trap.
They got a bunch of shouters up there doing the voting. Because ain't no way in the world you going to have 45 for Lamar and 2 for Dak. Have you been watching the games? No. You just been watching the ones that was nationally televised or something. Like, something going on, man. But let's continue. I ain't trying to get my blood pressure that high up here. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
I ain't trying to do them that dirty, man. Okay. This is a nice little stat. It says the Packers defense in 2023 giving up 105.8 rate allowed to tight ends. That is 23rd in the league, Mr. HTM. How you feeling about your tight end effectiveness against their defense?
They are horrible at guarding anybody in the middle of the field. They got their linebackers are better at run support. They're better at blitzing. They are horrible in coverage and in space. So Jake Ferguson lined up against them boys will be fooled. And you know, there is already talk of Zaire Alexander possibly missing this game. He's their best coverage corner. So I really think anything in the middle of the field will work. But Jake Ferguson is set up to have a huge game against this team. And salute to my boy B Bird for the $2 super chat. He said Shady has made a career out of dissing the Cowboys. Real quick, Shady McCoy has 1 career rushing touchdown in the playoffs. Shady McCoy has never started in a playoff game and won. Every playoff game that they won, he had his ass on the bench. This man has never started in and won in a playoff game. He's never rushed for 100 yards in a playoff game. He has one rushing touchdown in his whole playoff career, including receiving. So Shady McCoy focuses on the postseason for everybody else when he was god awful in the postseason. So Shady McCoy is a hypocrite. Shady McCoy is everything that he accuses Dak Prescott of being. He performed in the regular season and he no call, no showed in the postseason. He should have been fired expeditiously. Shady McCoy is the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles have never won, a postseason game while he was there.
Hen is going crazy on Shady McCoy.
No, the truth is the truth. You cannot predicate your whole media personality of being I care only about the postseason when you were not shit in the postseason. You are a hypocrite. You should look in the mirror and you should be straight up honest with your fan base and everybody else, right? You should be straight up honest with your fan base. You like, yes, man, I'm very critical of the postseason because I watch your shit in the postseason. So I know that's why you need to perform. You should lead with that, Shady McCoy. You should not act all high and mighty when you never had a 100-yard rushing game in the postseason. It was your job to put the Philadelphia Eagles on your back, and your motherfucking back broke. You had Uncle Elroy back when it was time to carry the load in the postseason. So I need you to stop. I need you to stop, my boy.
Oh,
like
I'm
we all
clipping this. We gotta clip this.
we all got Google. We watched this man play football. We played against Shady McCoy when it was time when in the postseason. If I'm not mistaken, Shady McCoy, were you not involved in that postseason game when we beat y'all 40-10 or some shit like that? When Tony Romo decimated y'all, were you not there?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure he was there.
So yes, like Shady McCoy, you sat on a bench and you got 2 Super Bowl rings. Congratulations. You have better seats than season ticket holders for their Super Bowl wins. But you did not actually participate. You did not actually do anything spectacular. You were a horrible postseason player. So why are you acting like you were Emmitt Smith? Why are you acting like you were Marcus? Why you act like you were Falk? You were not none of those running backs. You were a good regular season running back. You never did anything in the postseason. My boy Meek Phillips said, I slapped my mama this morning 6 times because she's a Packers fan. Hey, man, we still love Mom Dukes, but hey, she will forgive you. She knows what's going on, man.
Wrong, Meek. She knew she was wrong.
She know that she should have went ahead and wore a Cowboy jersey this week.
She knew she was wrong.
But yeah.
Man. Go ahead.
And Shady McCoy know he wrong for this propaganda and this bullshit he's trying to spill to y'all. Thanks. Man, matter of fact, can we read some of Shady McCoy postseason statistics?
Sure. Go ahead.
While we at it, man.
Sure.
Let me just pull this up real quick.
Cool.
This is the same man that's trying to tell you that Dak Prescott did not perform in the postseason. So Shady McCoy played in 7 career postseason games. He got 57 carries for 222 yards and 1 rushing touchdown in 7 career postseason games. His first postseason game, 5 rushing attempts, 24 yards, no rushing touchdowns. He had 1 reception for 9 yards. Next postseason game, 12 rushing attempts, 46 rushing yards, 4 catches, 36 receiving yards, no touchdowns. Next game, he got 77 rushing yards on 21 attempts, so that's under 4 yards a carry, 4 receptions for 15 yards. He finally got a rushing touchdown. The next game, like he wasn't even in Philly at this time, 2017, Buffalo Bills, right? 19 rushing attempts, 75 rushing yards, still under 4 yards a carry, 6 receptions, 44 rushing yards. And then, of course, Kansas City, no rushing attempts, no rushing yards, because of course they wanted to actually win. Tampa Bay, 0 rushing attempts, 0 rushing yards, 0 catches, and of course they wanted to win. That's why your ass was on the bench. So yes. So you actually only appeared in what? You actually only took rushing attempts in 4 playoff games. You only actually took rushing attempts to 4 playoff games, and you never got to 100 yards rushing. You only got 1 rushing touchdown. Dak Prescott, who was a quarterback, has more rushing have more rushing touchdowns than you, boy. So what we talking about?
Yeah, hey man, hey, stop the show. We gotta stop the show on that one. Hey, let's give it up for HTM Sports just roasting the hell out of Shady McCoy. Good grief.
I mean, Kenpo, this is actually a repeat.
Good grief.
We've had this same exact conversation about Shady McCoy before.
My God.
Like the same spiel. Like I might have to go back and find it. I forget when he made me cuss him out on air like that. But I did have to cuss Shady McCoy ass out with this same information. The information has not changed because, of course, he's already retired, he's already fat, and he's already sitting behind a desk talking nonsense. Like, we do not have Google, like we do not have All 22.
Yeah, talking like he belonged on the shout bus, man. But good grief, I didn't know I was gonna open up that can of worms. But hey, that was good television right there. My God,
man.
Shady need to stay in his place, man. Shady need to stay in his place. But let's continue all this stuff, man. My God. But yeah, man. Far as the tight ends go, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Jake Ferguson go crazy, man. Listen, it's not that we need Jake Ferguson to be successful because we can spam CeeDee Lamb. I just want it for the psyche of the team. I just want to take a little pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. I just want us to have some staples on this team to be able to survive with. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we can not even target Jake Ferguson as much and still be successful, still be dominant and all that. But I do want to establish him as a legitimate weapon, and I want to get him in that right mindset. Like, hey, I'm that dude. And because you might need him down the stretch. You got to start building that type of mindset on these players. Let them know when it comes to the clutch, I need to be able to go to you, and I need to be able to trust you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Jake Ferguson is close, but I want to make sure he all the way there. So what better to do early in the game than to give him some carries? I mean, give him some targets. Just get him involved, keep him engaged. And I feel like, he'll be able to just go crazy for the rest of the game, man. So let's get back into it. You stated your piece on the tight ends for the win, and we got another stat similar to that about this terrible Packers defense on paper. Okay, pass defense for the 2023 season. They giving up 100.3 rate allowed to the wide receivers. That's 28th in the league. That's another big-time flaw in this defense, HTM. How you feel about that going up against these boys?
Man, listen, there is not anything that I think they can do from a personnel standpoint to stop CeeDee Lamb, even if, they shoot up, Alexander. He's going to be playing at less than 100%. CeeDee Lamb is completely healthy. They really play a majority zone coverage anyway. So even if they wanted to move him around with CeeDee Lamb and shadow him, that means that everybody else would have to be manned up. That means that somebody like Valentine would have to be man to man against Brandon Cooks. That means somebody like Quay Walker would have to be manned up against Jake Ferguson. So there's really not much I believe that they can do schematically to slow down this Dallas Cowboy offense. They don't really have great personnel in the back end. Up front, they might be able to do some stuff. They do got a great complementary of pass rushers, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Preston Smith. They do get busy up front. But, if the Dallas Cowboys offensive line holds up or we go to that quick passing game, there's really not much that they can do to slow down anybody. But CeeDee Lamb is going to eat. Like CeeDee, this reminds me of the matchup against the Detroit Lions when CeeDee Lamb was out there baptizing Cameron Sutton. Like, Cameron Sutton gave up almost 200 yards to CeeDee Lamb, if not 200. So I believe it'll be a similar situation, especially if Zay Alexander can't go. CeeDee Lamb gonna give 200 to Valentine.
Yeah, I'm surely thinking about some of the frustrating stuff we had going on in that game last year when we talking about this pass defense. I could look at some of it real quick because this is like it's frustrating to watch, but it still give you a little relief to let you know that we ain't got to deal with that shit no more.
Trap.
Shout out to Niner Gang talking about good luck, guys. Hey, appreciate your sportsmanship, man. Good luck to y'all on the same end, man. You understand?
Hey, may we both meet in the championship game, man.
Healthy, and you know what I'm saying? May the best team win. But let's get into some of it, man. Don't, I guess you could say cover your eyes, you know what I'm saying? But this is some of the frustrating stuff we did last year against the Packers, man. Hold on. I got HTM all in the way for some reason. Wait a minute. Why is it doing that? I don't know.
They trying to hate us out, man.
Hate me out the game, man.
Hold on. Michael McCoy done hit us with a super chat. Let me get over here to
That's on your side.
Let me get over here to read my brother's stuff, man. Michael McClay with the $5 super. He said, facts, Henny. McCoy played for a Catholic school. Pearson played for my school. McCoy was not that guy. Hey, that's trill right there, man.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with you? Hey, that shady stuff is top notch, because he really is shady.
Let me see. It should work on this one then. This screen shouldn't have HTM in a way. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we good now. All right, this is some of the frustrating play calling. Because one thing we'll notice, y'all, last year, it wasn't nobody stopping us, really. It was either us shooting ourselves in the foot as far as penalties go, overcomplicating stuff, trying to be too cute, doing all this crazy foolishness, option routes, can't nobody decide nothing. I'm just so relieved to know that the only times, if you think about it this season, bro, the only times that the Dallas Cowboys been stopped, it was probably either like an anomaly play, like a tip pass or something like that. Either the defense made a phenomenal play, which is normal stuff, or either, you know what I'm saying, it's not much of us killing ourselves. We did a lot of that last year. We are not overcomplicating things. But if you see this stuff like this, man, it was a lot of dead plays, a lot of horizontal plays that was just frustrating, man. But look at this. You see Noah Brown getting targets. He was getting held, but still, it's like, I don't like the spacing of that play or nothing, man. It's just a lot of stuff that seemed like it was too unnecessary. Kellen was trying to be cute with the concepts and stuff. Like, I'm almost certain they don't supposed to be that close. You know what I'm saying? And you bringing extra defenders in the vicinity. That's not smart concepting right there. You know what I'm saying? Look at all them people in that one area. The spacing was flawed. Now look at this. Check out CeeDee Lamb right here and let me know. You, instead of letting Dak Prescott read the play, you got CeeDee Lamb reading the defender and making a decision. And look what happens. Now you tricking Dak. He don't know where to throw the ball at. See, now this year, you'll see CeeDee Lamb just do a normal whip route. It'll be understood that he's going to the outside regardless. Right now, CeeDee is trying to decide. He really don't even know himself, because that's why Dak had to wait until he make the cut before he threw the ball. Like, look, if Dak was knowing where he was going, he would have been through the ball. He had to wait to see where he was going. Now you messing up the play.
Yeah, I'm gonna say plenty of room out in front if he knew that was exactly where CeeDee Lamb was gonna go. Yeah. But like you said, when you're not sure of what the hell is going on, that throws off timing, that throws off rhythm. You know, it makes things more difficult than it actually has to be. And that's one thing I will give Mike McCarthy credit for. You know, taking out these option routes, just letting your wide receivers get open to make plays in space, utilizing more motion. Like Mike McCarthy, he didn't go out and reinvent the wheel. He did some things that just made life easier for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and like, look at all these just little dead plays. Now, Dak probably could have threw the ball to 87 right here, but he didn't, and he threw the ball to Sean McKeon. Like, just unnecessary stuff right here, man. Like, just horizontal as possible. You know what I'm saying? And then look at what he followed up with. And I believe this was an interception drive. It might have been a drive we scored. But it's just too many dead plays to me. Too much horizontal stuff. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm finna say real quick. Shout out to Michael McCoy for another $5 super, and also welcome to the Wrench Gang, my guy. You know I had to show you some love, but he said they're both from my hometown. I know the truth, Henny. Facts. Respect Micah from the gutter, not McCoy.
That's what's happening, man.
So Micah liked that, and Shady McCoy, quiet boy.
They putting it in over there on the liquor store, man. Appreciate y'all. But let's see. But you see what I'm saying? Just this little, what is that? Like, well, right there, that makes me think. Because you hear a word floating around since Mike McCarthy been taking over the offense. Play purpose. What is the purpose of plays like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is no play purpose right here, man. Like, it's just stuff that's not threatening the defense at all. It's just, okay, go ahead.
Can I run it one more time? Because I do want to point something out to you.
Go ahead.
Like I actually don't think this is bad. Let it run through. Boom, right there. The play purpose there is a purpose on this one. This was a high-low concept.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott just actually in this situation made the wrong read.
I know he could have threw it to 87 right there, but you got
and that's the design because this he's already broken on 84.
Yeah, but
he's already broken on 84. So like I understand what you're getting at, but if it's a high-low combination and you're putting one person into a position of conflict, then this was more on the decision, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you also got to remember we in the sky. On the field level, Dak got 4 people right there. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it seems obvious when you up in the air, our vantage point. But at the same time, Dak is on the field. So he got one player in front of him. He got the other player in front of him. He got another player behind him. He might really don't even see him, being real. You know what I'm saying? He might don't see him. So it's just you see what I'm saying? It's just the line, the way the play had developed. So maybe Dak didn't even see him. Like, cause you gotta think his line of sight is different from ours being on the in the sky like that. I just don't like the flood concepts it seemed like a little flood concept, but it was high and low. But we tend to do a lot of flood concepts in the red zone. I don't like that type of stuff for real. Cause I want him to have more options. I'd rather him read the whole field than one side of the field. You see what I'm saying? But
time and place for everything.
Yeah, that's why I said I ain't just totally disregarding flood concepts at all, but not in the red zone. The red zone already squeezed together. So it's already compact. So instead of you opening it up more, you closing it up more if you making this compact space one side of the field. So that it just don't make sense to me. That's just that's a personal preference though. But little plays like this, like what was that? Like, and this is first and second down. Like what you gonna get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think anybody likes spacing.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I think spacing is a horrible play. All it is, it's a curl, it's a flat, and it's horrible. Like, what the hell was he supposed to go?
That's first and second down. What I'm saying here, like this is what I'm saying. This is first and second down. This I didn't skip through that. That's first and second down play call.
It's horrible.
And then I think this might have been the next play where he had thrown the interception. If I ain't mistaken, I think this the next play after them 2 unproductive plays. I think this when he threw the interception. If I ain't mistaken, yeah, it is.
It is.
Look at this, just terrible
spacing is horrible.
Terrible spacing. And one thing, man, this is what I'm trying to let y'all see. We got an experienced play caller who knows he can kind of feel the game. And what I mean by feel the game is, in the beginning of the game, maybe this team ain't ready to be doing this complex stuff like this already, man. Trap. You might need to let these boys get warmed up, get in the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You got to have common sense in this stuff, man. Don't just come out doing all of this complex, super rocket science type concepts, and these boys ain't even comfortable yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's some of this stuff just don't make sense, especially in the red zone. Like, none of this makes sense when you're doing stuff like this. Like, look at that spacing. The spacing is important because some people may not get it. when I say spacing, man, if these players ain't away from each other enough, you letting all the defenders guard 2 players with 1 player. So look at all them players right there in that triangle right there. You see what I'm saying? You got somebody underneath, you got somebody on top left and on top right. And these 3 people is smothering them 2 wide receivers when really one of them supposed to be a little distance away from each other to put stress on this coverage. They just help the coverage really with the spacing. So sometimes you just do stuff that outsmarts yourself, man. It just makes no sense. And then the spacing was bad because they executed it bad. You know what I'm saying? So right now, when you think about the execution, maybe this was too early to be doing stuff like this. It's just, you got to wait till them boys get comfortable, get hot, and then you start pulling out all these complex concepts, man. But it just was a lot of frustrating play calling. And let me know, was that the Falcons beating us or was that us beating us? That's what I'm telling you. A lot of this stuff won't be happening, man. We're not going to beat ourselves. The teams that beat us, they just beat us. You had a couple of normal old teams to just beat us like normal football. Then, we had sometimes we had some shoot yourself in the foot games, but most of the times we didn't have the shoot yourself in the foot games this year. That's what the benefits of having a veteran play caller would do for you, in my opinion. Like, we could have been getting screwed and just shooting ourselves in the foot all year. But that ain't what we've been seeing. We've been seeing defenses just beat us. Just do a good job. Like, okay, the way you're going to beat the Cowboys is play a good defensive game. A good, solid defensive game. You can't get mad at that. That will happen in the NFL. But you can count on your fingers how many games that where you just like, man, we just screwing ourselves over and over. And then even if we was screwing ourselves, it'll be player mistakes opposed to just play calling, making stuff all muddled and blurry. Like CeeDee Lamb fumbling the ball in the end zone. Like a lot of the things that we made mistakes on, it was like player errors, not schematically. So I feel like you ain't got to worry about stuff like that going into the playoffs. When the going gets tough and the tough get going, when it get big, you ain't got to worry about Mike McCarthy screwing himself over. Now you think about the players making these mistakes, or either the defense gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying? How many people used to go into these games with Kellen Moore wondering, are we gonna screw ourselves over? How many people used to do that? Because I used to be one of the people like, man, I hope Kellen don't screw it up. I hope Kellen don't overthink. We don't have to worry about that no more. Like I said, pay attention to all the losses we had. Either the team just did good and beat us, or either it was player errors messing up, stuff like that. We didn't really just beat ourselves schematically and stuff like that this year that much. Now, I ain't acting like Mike was just perfect, but I don't think we lost many games because of that. Now, you might be able to say he was a little too conservative on a couple of games in the beginning of the year, so you might want to count that. But we seen games like that with Kellen Moore throughout the whole season that was just schematically beating ourselves. So I feel much better about the confidence of this team going into these games now.
Yeah, man. And this is the thing that Dak Prescott talks about all the time, man. He always talks about, knowing the purpose of the play, right? Everybody being on the same accord, knowing why they're running the route a certain depth, running why they're running a route at a certain speed and getting out of the break at a certain amount of time. So everybody understands, what they're supposed to do inside of a play. And that's why the spacing has been better. That's why the timing has been better. That's why there has not been a bunch of these overthrows or tip passes or any mistakes like that. Because, hey, I know I need to run this clear out route at full speed because my boy behind me is finna get hit right in the chest, for a 20-yard completion. I just got to carry my defender with me, and he'll be wide open. I know that I'm not actually going to get the ball on this route. I'm actually just going to graze this dude because I'm running the pick. I just got to sell it so that the ref don't call a flag on this. I know that I'm going to receive the ball on this play because I'm the primary option, but I need to get get open in this amount of time because the play calls for 2.3 initial seconds. So I need to win at the primary option in about 1.5. So like those little nuances, knowing exactly what you need to do, where you need to be, and when I need to be there, that's the most important thing inside about McCarthy's offense. And I don't think that aspect of play design or play calling was really there when Kellen Moore was the offensive play caller. I think that Kellen Moore came up with some dope plays. I just think he didn't know how to actually teach them. I don't think he actually knew when to call them. And I think that's the difference between Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy as play callers.
Like you said, when to call them. He didn't know when to teach them. It was like the feel of the game is what Kellen struggled at. And I feel like that's what Mike excelled at. You see what I'm saying? Filling out the game. Because it's like, if you got all the tools in the world, do it matter if you don't know when to use them? Think about that. You got a full toolbox. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know when you need which tool, who cares about your damn toolbox? You see what I'm saying? We gave Kellen credit for all of these schemes and all of this clever stuff that he doing, but if he don't know when to use it, it's useless. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need a screwdriver, but you pull out a hammer. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. You see what I'm saying? You need to know what to use, when to use it. So I feel like that's what kind of held us back, man. We all admired the pretty toolbox he had, but he come out there using a screwdriver and a wrench when he need a hammer. You see what I'm saying? So you can't do stuff like that, man. And I feel like that's what he was flawed at. But I got some more film, man, far as Green Bay goes, they offense. There was some tendencies that I was kind of picking up on here. Like, it seemed like Jordan Love liked to be, not Jordan Love, but this offense, Matt LaFleur and them, they like to be aggressive real early in the game. Like, I seen this at least about 3-4 times, y'all. Like, the first play from scrimmage type vibes, they going deep. I seen them do a flea flicker against somebody. I think it was, I'm talking about first play from scrimmage. I believe it was against the Falcons. They did a flea flicker, first play. Then this game I got right here against Detroit, they do a big bomb, first play of the game. So, like, they like to open up and be aggressive sometimes, man. So we might need to watch that. Like, they might try to, if they get the ball first, they might try to go and do something real big, like early. So I think that's a tendency right there that we need to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you one of them that kind of caught my eye. I think this the one right here. This is the first play from scrimmage against Detroit. The first play from scrimmage. And look at this play. Just a bomb, like out the gate. Like, bro, they just got here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, out the gate, they being ultra aggressive. So we need to be P's and Q's. We already need to be watching this type of stuff. If they starting out the gate with a big bomb like that, setting the tone like that, we need to be on our P's and Q's. And we already know Christian Watson, how fast he is. And you know what I'm saying? He gave us a lot of trouble last year. So we need to be on that, man. We really do. And like I could point out like 3-4 games where they started out just firing and being super ultra aggressive in the first drive. So we need to watch them guys. But one of the other tendencies I seen from Jordan Love that I was telling y'all, like, he's a risky ball thrower. Like, look at that. That wasn't a window, it was a keyhole. Like, he's putting the ball in some very dangerous situations, but he is deadly accurate. But sometimes all it takes is a little off, and that could have been a pop-up interception. So I'm telling you right now, he is risky, and at the same time, he's accurate. But it's up to our defenders to make sure we don't give up that much separation so we can make sure we get some of these turnovers from this dude.
Well, I will say this. There's a huge difference in the Dallas Cowboys pass defense and the Detroit Lions defense. Yep. And so, you know, like, they probably seen something on tape, like, oh, we finna eat on these fools. Because remember, this is the second game they played them. They probably saw how they played them the first game, saw some stuff in the tape they could take advantage of. Now, listen, I'm sure they'll try us. They got, especially if Christian Watson is able to play. He's questionable. but he is their big play, speed, deep threat wide receiver. He was the one that they targeted on that pass. We know what he did to both the run Bland and Anthony Brown last year. He went crazy.
Look
so
at this throw here. This shit go against all the quarterback teachings. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's either he could be a GOAT or everything gonna come falling down on him. Cause you do not teach this right here. This is all natural instincts, and you know it can definitely get you in trouble. This dude moving to the right, backing up, side arm, like none of that is correct. But he worked. It worked. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how sustainable that is, but we gonna find out Sunday.
I mean, listen, I want them to come in this mug and try to throw this football around the yard, man. And that is my hope. That is my desire. I hope that's what they want. Like, I feel worse about this game if they try to run the ball 40 times. If they want to pass the ball 40 times, I feel very confident in my ability to not only get my hands on the ball, but I think we could put Jordan Love on his ass quite a bit in this game. Yeah. Because, you know, like, I know a lot of people like, man, I heard experts say, man, their offensive line, like, man, listen, their offensive line has played well against mediocre fronts. Like, they did not play well against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They will not play well against Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys. And, man, Micah Parsons is pissed off right now. Yeah. You know, like, he tried to even downplay. He tried to downplay the NFL Player Association list when he didn't make the All-Pro team. He said he gonna wait for the official one. Well, the official one dropped, my boy. You is not first team All-Pro. They don't even think that highly of you, man. So nobody think you like that this year, Michael Parsons. This is the perfect. This is the perfect time to come out here and brutalize a center that's giving up 5 sacks. It's the perfect time to brutalize a left tackle who is a former 7th-round pick. Look at that. They meeting at the quarterback. Did he complete this throw? Let me see. He did. Play it.
Look, this is so the mechanics are so bad. Like he has a lot of arm arrogance. That's what I'm telling you. And the way he threw this ball, it's a no-no. But look, it was successful. Look at his mechanics. He's fading away. He didn't even set his feet. It's all on. It's all on. And it worked out.
That is so, but that's more luck than skill. That was in between 4 people.
This is what I'm telling you, bro. This dude is high risk. He's a high risk quarterback. And he do this all game. I just want to know, is it sustainable? That's all I want to know. Can you do that under intense pressure all game and be accurate? If you can do that, bro, we gonna have to just shake his hand at the end of the day. Like that'll be some GOAT level stuff. Some very talented stuff. Like, how could you complete this ball every time? Like that's just a, you know, it looks lucky to me. Or being bad for our Kansas City defense, because that ball hung up in the air when you got 5 defenders, 4 defenders closing in, and nobody got to the ball. 5 really. And nobody got to the ball. That's crazy.
That's an actual linebacker though on that player down the field. Dallas Cowboys don't even play linebackers like that. That will be a defensive back guard. Yeah, 43 is an actual linebacker. But so yeah, like they would be a corner or a safety guarding this play. There would not be that much separation.
That's crazy, bro. Ain't no way he's supposed to complete that. But look, when you have success like that, it just fuels you to keep doing stuff like that, right? And then until it just catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping this is day of reckoning when he try to do all this crazy stuff against the Cowboys. Like, this dude is very high risk, man. And you can be impressed by it because it's working. But I just know from all the football I know and all the teachings I know, this is not sustainable for most people. He either gonna be a great player, or, you know what I'm saying, maybe not. Like, it's not gonna be 2 in between. You know what I'm saying? Because these are some disastrous habits to have. But like I said, he don't have to pay for them right now. So we'll see if it catch up to him. But like plays like this, he off balance right here, but dude was wide open. Like, you got a lot more room for error when you throwing wide open. Look at this. Was that good mechanics? That's straight on.
One more time. Oh, no, hell no.
I'm telling y'all, bro, this dude is high risk, and he throw the ball off all kind of platforms for no reason. So, like, this is the tendencies I see. And you can say, okay, the play resulted in a good completion, but that dude was wide open. You got a lot of room for error. He throws a lot of YOLO balls that he just put the ball in some crazy situations, man. All we got to do is play some good defense, man. And I feel like he'll give us a couple.
I believe he will, man, because now don't get me wrong, the Kansas City Chiefs have a pretty good defense. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually impressive that they were able to do this. But they were at home. You know what I'm saying? Like you might feel a little bit better about your chances trying stuff like this when you at your own crib in front of your own fans. Like you throw one pick on the road, it might snowball for you, especially when you're a young, inexperienced quarterback.
Did you see how he tried to make this throw?
He said, "Man, I'm Jordan Love." Ooh, it should have been a pick.
Man, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like that's danger. Like what is his decision making right here? Let's see, was it a better decision out here somewhere? Because this
21 out here trying to fight the ball in there.
Yeah, nah, it got deflected, but look at this. You got two people open in the flat. You got two people open in the flat right here. But you go there. They not only are they just open in the flat, they open with some yak. Both of them could have probably got the first down.
Possibly. Very good opportunity to get the first down.
One missed tackle, that could have been the first down. Then you going up against DBs. But you went there? Okay. He's talented.
That's what he desired, bro.
He's talented, but I just want to know, are you going to be able to trust that when that pressure raised? You know what I'm saying? When we raise the level of pressure that's on him. So he got a impressive arm, bro. He got impressive talent. But like I said, talent isn't everything, bro. Talent isn't everything. You need them intangibles. You need to be able to do this on a consistent basis. And these are the things we ain't seen from him yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen him do this consistently over time yet or against a team like ours. So I feel good about my chances. When I see how high risk he is, like you said, if stuff don't go right early, he might be screwed up. You see what I'm saying? It might be a snowball domino effect for him.
I need to go see how he plays on the road. I don't think there's a big discrepancy between him on the road and at the house. But I'm gonna go and look that up real quick because I'm very curious at this point.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna sit up and act like he ain't got no talent because he got plenty of that. But it just depends, man. For him to be that arrogant, or I say it's arrogance. Because some of them throws, it's like, what are you doing? What you doing, Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you could have threw it over here. You could have threw it over there. But you chose that one. We'll see how it works out against Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn should be able to confuse this guy. And because he's still a young quarterback, even though he's been in the league for a while, he's still new to the experiences of being a starting quarterback in this league. This is his first playoff game. So these are things that he's going to have to deal with.
All right, so Jordan Love on the road for this year. He's completing 61.4% of his passes. His worst games have come on the road. First start was against the Bears, 55.6 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns though. Next game against Atlanta, 56% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns though. Against the Las Vegas Raiders, 53.3% completion percentage, 0 touchdowns, 3 picks. That was earlier in the season in October. Against Denver, 67.7% completion percentage. So that was much better. 2 touchdowns and an interception. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 52.5% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Detroit, they won that game, 68.8% completion percentage, much better than what they saw at the crib. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Against the Giants on the road, 64.1% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked 2 times. Against Carolina, 2 touchdowns, no picks, but only completed 60.7% of his passes. Then his last road game was against Minnesota. Great game. Best road game of the season. 72.7% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. But so on the season, 19 touchdowns on the road, 7 interceptions. So he does turn the ball over more on the road than he does at the crib. His completion percentage is down on the road, 61.4% overall. But his last road game was very good. So Jordan Love, he turns the ball over a little bit more on the road.
Hot and cold. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, hey, DQ, this your last hurrah. You know what I'm saying? We got to treat every game like it's our last. So I need a top tier performance from you. You better not let this rookie quarterback come in here and give us a black eye. You know what I'm saying? You got to shut him down.
Man, listen, if we lose to this particular team, we can blow everything up. Like I'm for real. Like you giggling and shit. Like if we lose to Jordan Love and friends, because it's not even like a real team. This Jordan Love and them. That's the name of the group. If they was an R&B group, it's R&B and them. You know how old boy tried to say he was David Ruffin of the Temptations.
Yeah.
Like it's Jordan Love and them. So they were to lose to this team. I'm not saying they will, because I still say the Dallas Cowboys win by 3 touchdowns. But if they find a way to lose this game, you can fire Dan Quinn, you can fire Mike McCarthy, you can trade Dak Prescott, Jerry Jones. You can step down and let Stephen Jones be the head of the franchise. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up.
Let it go. What'd you say? Let it go. Everybody let it go.
Because I think we'll win. I think we'll win by 3 touchdowns. But if they find some way to do some bullshit, if they find a way to do some if they find a way to screw this up, man, then like y'all just need to unsubscribe from Henny DeMore. You ain't gonna like the shit I got to say about this team.
It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly like your PE teacher. You know, everybody PE teacher was hideous, out of shape. They all used to have the slouchy body motherfucker try to teach you about some athletics. Like I never understood that. Dude built like a truck driver, but
everybody got an A. Everybody got an A. They just give you 100. That's the best grade on your report card right there. Gym.
Man. Gym.
And lunch. Favorite subject. Boy, skip school the whole day and go to lunch.
Man, what? You passed that with flying colors.
Trap. Just trifling. Don't listen to us kids. Go to school. Get your lesson, man. Get your lesson. Don't be like us. Okay, pass defense, we just said 94.7 rate. And then, we're going to talk about these last couple of things and ride this thing on out, man. I'm ready to watch some playoff football at this point.
You and me both, bro.
Okay, yeah, we said that one. I don't know why it's on here again, but, yeah, it looks like there was a repeat button or something. So we did cover the ones we wanted to talk about. So, let's see, man. Shout out to Michelle.
Miss Queen.
That's Miss Queen with the $10 cash out. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Same on my end, too. Thanks for the love.
Appreciate you, Miss Queen. But I guess we got to give our last thoughts about, going into this game, because I might do a pep rally pre-game type show. I don't know, man. I'm sick of talking about this game at this point, just being real with y'all. I'm ready to play this game right now.
Hey, don't change anything because it's the playoffs. So we got to do everything. We got to pray the same prayers, eat the same food, do the same routine that we did during the regular season, because it worked out well for us. So let's continue to do what we always do. If you do a pre-show before every other game, you got to do a pre-show for the playoff game, man.
Well, you're right. I guess I had to come and do one, man. I guess I'm just ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I think, like we said, like Dak said, man, early in the week before you start preparing, you be a little nervous. But once you do all the numbers, all the film work, every flaw that they got, then you start being comfortable and start being ready to play. So that's where I'm at with it right now, man. I done looked at as much film I could possibly look at. I done looked at all the numbers. I done left no stone unturned. It's time to play football now, man. It's time to play football.
Hey, and real quick, shout out to my boy Jay Lombardi. He did throw out a very good point. Your boy Bryce Young had his best game of his career so far against this same Packer defense. You know, they dropped 30. He threw for 312 passing yards and 2 touchdowns with no incompletions. And we already know that Bryce Young has no receiving weapons over there. Nice. You know, he has the ghost of Adam Thielen and some other dudes. So, you know, if he can do that against this Packers pass defense, and we know he's not yet a Dak Prescott. We know he ain't got a CeeDee Lamb. We know he ain't got a Jake Ferguson or a Brandon Cooks. So if he could throw for 300, Dak might be able to throw for 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't mad at it, man. And especially
and
with
thank you for the love, Queen.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Miss Queen. And all the donations that happened today, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for helping the nation go the way it's supposed to go. And, you know, we going to continue to doing this, man. We ain't done. You know what I'm saying? We still got how many more games left? 4 games left? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got 4 games left. And we will be involved. We will be involved. We will win the football game, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's unacceptable. Anything else would be uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, like Ken said, we gonna come up here and act a stone cold fool. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm acting a stone cold fool. You know what I'm saying? This would be the point of no return. This would be a deal breaker for everything that we got right now, man. Because this is a prime opportunity for us. We can't let this slip away. Just can't. And like I said, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel a little more like anxiety about this game compared to the second round. I feel comfortable about the second round because I think it's because we played whoever we play in the second round. More than likely, we played them already. You see what I'm saying? We already know what it looked like. This is our first time playing the Packers this year, so it is a little element of the unknown, but I still feel good about it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I agree, but you know, the way it's lined up is probably going to be the same way going forward because I expect for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Eagles. We haven't played Tampa this year, so they got a horrible defense. So I still feel very good about our ability to get them, win the game. You know, Baker Mayfield is not a mobile quarterback himself, so I feel very confident about our ability to beat the Bucs. I just need to get this one game off our back. It's the only reason that we're even concerned about this game because it's the Packers and it's the playoffs.
Yeah. It's that little element of history in it, nostalgia in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new year. None of that stuff implies to what's going on right now. So we gonna go out there, kill those old demons, and get them up off our way, man. You understand? But, man, ACM,
hey, salute to DC for Light, Texas, man. Thank you for the love, my boy.
Shout out to him. But, HTM, let them know where to find you at, man. We finna get ready to ride this thing on at.
Yeah, man. Hey, I am still on the road to 2,000 subs, man. Right now, I was at 1714 before the show. So if y'all have not yet came over and joined the liquor store family, man, please hit that sub button. You know, we're up here trying to grow, up here trying to do positive things in this Dallas Cowboys space, man, and I need your help. So make sure you come over and sub. Make sure you come over like. Make sure you come over and share. Continue to help me slap the shit out of the ops. We're going to slap the shit out of Packer fans over here in the liquor store, man, because they the villain of the week. So come show some love. HTM Sports on YouTube. At More Henny on Twitter and Henny the More on Facebook. Make sure you come join the liquor store family and get drunk on the content with your boy, man.
Absolutely. And you know I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. Hit that like, that share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know, all the donations, all the support, all the likes and shares is greatly appreciated. And I think I don't stress this enough, man. If you are a mod, I expect you to push the content, man. I trust you with the growth of the content. So if the content ain't growing, I might be looking at you with a side eye. When we put you on that mod, man, when we give you that wrench, we appreciate you enough to trust you to push this content and help grow this. So, man, all my mods, I need you to get the likes up, get the shares up, and push this content, man, so we can grow this thing on out. And it'll be something we proud of. We remember when Landlord was fighting for 5K, and now he at 15, now he at 20. This will be something we can go back to and enjoy, man. So, like Hen said, he on the road to 2K, y'all. Let's help him get there and reach his goal. I'm right here rounding off into 5K. I'm at 4,915. I'm real close, getting close to that 5K, man. So let's get it done. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And you know why them haters hate on us. Why, Hen? Because we are the greatest.
The greatest.
That's why, man. Tell them what it is, man. We appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Man, we the realest niggas in the country, man.
In the country?
Put my
In the country.
in my hand. Yeah.
Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most people say. They words sound unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. The goal gets the odds, go hard, chase meals, and dollars till you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the great.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. Shout out to HT on Sports. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's get it.